Ah, they sprayed the sky a little bit up there, so it's hard for me to show y'all this. Wow. Sorry, you see it. It's right there, though. See the stationary object right there. Wow, that's look like that has gotten closer. Sheesh. That object has gotten closer. It is what it is, good people. I just wanted to come on here this quick live to tell y'all Supreme Rising, abundance, I value, I appreciate you. I haven't been on YouTube in a minute. I do be on social media. I have been on the gram, but I haven't been on YouTube in a minute. YouTube family, I'm gonna do a Sun Blood weather update. I haven't been. I'm gonna do a call in and a Sun Blood weather update, and I'm gonna do this neurology regarding why raping was so important during slavery, and why we view, and that's part of the reason on why we view the world the way we view it today. Hold on, let me flip this around. As you can see that they sprayed the shit out of that sky, so therefore, like, it was before I did this, I looked up there and I'm like, all right, cool, let me go get my phone. When I went to go get my phone, and I pointed back up there, this spraying that they doing is coming over the sun. But yeah, I'm gonna do a YouTube live. I'm gonna do a YouTube live. Yes, abundance, everybody. I miss my YouTube family. They got me over to Instagram. They be getting me. My Instagram family be getting me, but I miss my YouTube family. And I will be back over here to do a hell of a live, and I'm gonna do a call in. I just can't. I've been grinding, and I do my little lives on Instagram, just me driving home from work or in my travels to work or from the gym, whatever the case may be. But to sit down and do a live on YouTube, y'all know I'm not gonna waste y'all time. Y'all know I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm not gonna waste y'all time. But I want to say one thing. Do you see everybody starting to talk about what? The sun and what? Genetics. Everybody's starting to talk about the sun and the genetics, because this is what we should have been focused on since day one, since birth. This is what we should have been on, the sun and genetics. The sun controls all physical reality on this planet, point blank and simple. So if you're not understanding and understanding the importance of the sun, then that's why you're lost when you look at certain people's videos. And more importantly, you're definitely going to be lost listening to my videos, and you're going to feel some type of way because I'm talking to your soul. I'm not someone that's going to tell you about some grasshopper and some beetle fighting in another fucking dimension with laser weapons. I tell you this, the reason why they're fighting in other dimensions, since people want to always talk about that there is a war going on with other life beings and all this shit going on. The reason why they're fighting, because they don't want to relinquish their children. They don't want to relinquish they don't want to relinquish the minds and the physical vessels of their children to their oppressors. So that's why they still fighting. Maybe we should stop talking about them fighting and ask what the reasons why they're still fighting over there. Let's figure out that, and then see if we can implement that to our lives down here on this fucking planet without waiting for somebody to crack open the dome or come out of the ocean to try to save you from some shit that we are actually doing to ourselves. Make it make sense to me. That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense to me. So, and like I said, with great power come great responsibility, and knowledge is power. It has nothing to do with a gun. It has nothing to do about money. Knowledge is power. That's the number one key. That's why they keep black people uninterested in wanting to learn. Simple as that. Something that is innate in your DNA. It's always to learn, always to grow, always to be better than you were the day before, always wanted to see your race better too. We don't exhibit those characteristics no more. We have lost our ways, and then we're blaming it on another species, when another species is completely inferior to you, psychologically and physically inferior to you. They are getting assistance, yes, but even that species that created them is inferior to you, because we created them to put us through this test. Everybody's starting to come along, come on down the path. If you don't die, if energy don't die and you can't destroy energy, it just transforms, then we don't die. So therefore, that's thermodynamics. We don't die, and we live in an electric solar system. So energy doesn't die. So they had to fool you with the belief of death. And now you got the belief of physical death. You're so afraid of physical death that mental death is right in front of your face, that you're experiencing mental death. And mental death is you not even being able to. Let me explain something to you. We have a lot of mental dead people. That's why mental dead people need to shop all day. That's why mental dead people, when they get a partner, they get bored with their partner automatically. You see what I'm saying to you? And their partner could be doing everything right to where as though that you can maintain a fruitful relationship, but when you're not creative, when your mind is gone, when someone else is snapped, when you voluntarily gave your mind up to somebody else, you're going to be in a depressed state, anxiety. You're going to bleed on people around you. You're going to think you're not bleeding. Then you want to use trigger words to try to put yourself in a better position. No, it's the same cycle continuing over and over. Knowledge is power. Discipline put demons and vices inside of a fucking prison. That's all it is. Your discipline and your knowledge. That's the two keys to get you to ascension. It's not about another person. It's not about another race. It's not about nothing. It's about you. Discipline and knowledge of self allows you to ascend. And let me tell you this. The ones that be sitting around here talking this bull hockey about other wars and other realms and all this other BS, and not the fact that our children are being subjugated to our children, the most important part of our children, the minds and their vessels are being subjugated to abuse. This is abuse. The education system is abuse. Your environment is abuse. The television, the programs that are on TV is abuse. Our children are being fucking abused. We as adults have grown numb to it, but our children are being abused. That is nobody else's responsibility. So if I was somebody on the outside looking in and you crying for me to come down there to do some shit that you could do for yourself, you will no longer be the fuck down there on that planet. You will no longer be able to reap the benefits of an angelic, benevolent being, because your ass don't even have the fortitude or the common sense to realize that those are your children and these are our responsibility, and nobody else should be teaching them or medically evaluating them. And that's the problem with us. You see? 99% of our problems will go away if we took our babies back. 99% of our problems will go away if we educate our children. See, I have to ask this, then I have to really ask you a question. You don't believe that you're intelligent enough where though that you can actually teach your child? You mean to tell me that a species that don't have no biological identification to the planet, their brain doesn't even grow to its full potential because it has so much different genetics in there, and you're telling me that a species that spent its entire existence raping, abusing, colonizing your people all of a sudden has more morals, values, and can teach your children better than you? You have lost your mind. And these people that's on social media that be talking their spiritual realm shit, you are going to pay for this shit. You ain't fuck Kalai. I don't care if you can say whatever you want about me. I will be off of this planet today or tomorrow. You're still going to deal with the ramifications of your words continuing to lead our people down this fucking Disneyland ass world movie you got in. Or when I listen to some of y'all, I'll be wanting to put on the Marvel comics. I'll be like, is these jokers really right? Some of y'all need to write the script for the Avengers. I swear some of you need to write the script for Avengers, because I'll be sitting there looking like, wait a minute. Before these people came along, everybody, now this is what's puzzling to me. Every so-called black scholar says the same shit. Before these people came along, black people were a dynasty. They had dynasty of civilizations. They were the most advanced people on the planet. There was no prisons. There were no jails. There was no prisons. There was no raping. There was no abuse. There was no missing children. There was none of that. We were just flourishing. Now, all of a sudden, a group of people come in our lives, and now we went from teleporting, levitating, and lifting and building megalithic structures to talking about the best routes the fuck to work. Are you serious? LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith. Are you serious? Ask one of them one question, bro. You put so much emphasis on this basketball. How much brain, what is the percentage of your brain that you use to play basketball, my nigga? My G, since you my brother. What's the percentage of your brain that you are actually using to play basketball, my G? I'm serious with this. You have no idea, my people. The people that we think are leaders, the people that we think have our best interests at hand, the people that the society has put up in front of us as they are glorified, they will be examples. They will be examples. You understand what I'm telling you? Whether you want to believe that shit or not. Remember one thing, that every religious book was written by extraterrestrials. Even everything that you're doing right here today is they have to give you the truth and the lie all together. That's why it's up to you to clean your vessel up and tap into yourself so you can be able to use discernment from truth and lies. See, everything. They have to use universal law in telling you this shit. They done told you many a time that you don't die. They done told you many a time that this is a test. You went to school for 12 years. You got 12 strands of DNA. You got 12 strands of DNA. They gave you a 12-inch fucking calendar. I mean, a 12-inch ruler. They gave you 12 hours on the damn clock. What do you mean? They gave you this. They gave you 12 zodiac signs. They gave you this, and they told you the 12 tribes of Judah. Are you out your mind? That's right here. What are you talking about? They gave you this, and you want to bite on everything else. You like a fish, fucking you a fucking hungry, gluttony ass fish, and you just biting at any little thing instead of saying you want to bite at if the earth is flat around. You want to bite at if we were on this continent first before you got here. Why are we arguing with that? According to our genetic makeup, there is nobody on this planet before the mother of humanity. After her, it's us, the sons. That's it. Everybody else came here through genetic splicing and fucking mixed breeding. That's how everybody got here. And guess what? We're the ones that created a whole different species through sex. See, we the ones that got to deal with this shit here. They keep you distracted from reality. Keep you distracted from what's really taking place and use your own brothers and sisters to continue the distraction. See? And then when you have a brother or a sister that come along and say, hey brothers and sisters, we need to break away from this world entirely and get back to the earth. And when we get back to the earth, we're going to get back to our children and we're going to get back to ourselves. You're not ready for that. You're not ready for that. That's why it's going to be so much pain and suffering when the power do go out. You see, that's why so many people are going to run to these camps. They already got the division started. Man hate woman and woman hate man. And then guess what? We done forgot about our children. You see, this is coming to a head, my brothers and sisters, and it's coming to a head very fast and you don't see it, but it's happening very quickly around you. And this year right here, right now, I want y'all to know something, and I don't make this shit up just to be making it up. You can, I'm quite sure you probably experienced this yourself. That sun up there is much brighter this year than it was last year. I was riding down the street and I'm like, yo, what the hell? That joint is bright. That sun is much brighter this year than it was last year. Just so that you know. So if that's brighter than the radiation, the ultraviolet light that is being emitted from the sun, the gamma radiation, the gamma particles, because that's the strongest particle. I want to speak about that. The gamma particles is increasing on the planet. So if that's increasing on a planet, guess what else is changing on the planet? You and I, and them as well. Why you think so many stories are coming out about the things that they're doing to one another? That's happening right now. And they trying to keep it a hush-hush. Do you not understand that? Police officers committing suicide. You don't see it? Yeah, because it's all coming down the pike. They can't, the way they're able to ignore reality is based on our ignorance. If you walk around thinking you're human and everybody's the French toast the same, you allow them to live and tear your ass up. That's what you allow them to live to abuse you. But when you walk around on this planet as an angelic, benevolent being, I don't want no violence. And you know what I'm saying? And guess what? I know you don't want no violence, or that's the only way that you can enforce your society, your lies onto me. But when I speak to you intellectually, and I'm not deviating from that, when I speak to you we're not going to the subjects that you want to go to. We going to the core subjects. We ain't got to talk about better schools. We ain't got to talk about a better political system. We ain't got to talk about a better fucking medical system. We don't got to talk about none of that. How did you come here? And then on top of that, who deemed you psychologically sane enough that you can medically evaluate my children and educate them? Do you not know there was a woman? You know how sad this is? I want y'all to really know what I'm saying here. You know how sad this is? That they have made laws supposedly to put in place for everybody protection, but yet these laws allow them to continue to oppress you. If one of them feel as though that you are unfit mother to your fucking child, they will come in your house with the police and social services and take your fucking kid. And guess what? Wait a minute. They fed your babies to crocodiles. They did scientific experimentations on your fucking babies. You didn't do any. You know what you did to their babies? You breastfed them. That's what you did. You breastfed them. You nurtured them. They didn't even take care of their own children because they was molesting and raping and selling their own children off. And black women was the ones that was nurturing them. You understand? Y'all don't even get it. You don't get it. The same person that's abusing you is the same person that's telling you they love you. You see? You don't get it. And guess what? They have used our own people to pump this narrative to us. They have used it, and I look at these sad individuals on the fucking social media internet. Y'all ain't really ready for ascension. You ain't really ready for ascension. You're not. You're not ready for true ascension. If you was ready for true ascension, we would band together as brothers and we would say one fucking thing. Our children are no longer being educated and medically evaluated by yours. Now, if you want to bring military force or whatever you plan, all of us will die for the stance that we're on, or all of you going to die trying to take it from us. Wow. That's a stance. That's not saying I want violence. That's not saying I want a problem with you. That's saying that we have come into information, old information, but new information that your people are fully aware of. So the old information is that when you met us, is well documented that you enslaved us. Not a problem. That's over and done with. But what we're not going to deal with is the fact that you enslaved us and now you are forcing your indoctrination onto us. No, that is not going to happen no more. You understand what I'm telling you? So let's check this out. Take your law and your police force and all your shit, get the fuck out of our motherfucking communities. Because we got black communities already. Get the fuck out of our fucking communities. We're going to deal with our own criminals in our community. We're going to deal with our own whoever, whichever way we need to deal with in our community, we're going to deal with them. We don't need you to come in here and police us. We don't need you to come in here and medically evaluate us. Fuck you. And everybody that want to live like you and be with you, see you. They go with you. They're no longer allowed to come back in. Once a honeybee leave out the motherfucking camp, it becomes a fly. And that fly will never return back as a honeybee. So I'm cool. Keep them motherfuckers with you. See, when you get like that, that's not a selfish soul. That's a selfless soul. Because every adult is responsible for every melanated child on this planet. I told this story the other day. See, if you really looked at nature, elephants, you look at honeybees, if you look at nature, you really will see the compassion and the love that the species have for their own species. You will really look at that. You will really be like, wow, that is amazing. Look at the love that they have for each other. So let me give you a story real fast that I told on IG the other day. And you can look it up. It ain't like you can't pull this shit up. So, elephants. You know what I mean? The head of the elephant kingdom is matriarch. It's a female. The female runs the pack. So, when they walk in, sometimes they stop and they be grazing. And the females be around and the babies be with them. This baby just so happened to go astray. And he lost track of the herd. The herd started moving and he went astray. So he was just standing there looking around and not knowing what to do. Off in the distance, there was hyenas that noticed him. It was hyenas that noticed him. Now, hold on. Let me make sure. It was a carnivore. Hyenas or lions. One or the other. It was either hyenas or lions. It was a carnivore. So it noticed it. Oh, that elephant, it's a baby. And there's no adults around. And then next thing you know, male elephants are loners. Alpha male elephants are loners. Let me say that to the people in the back one more again. Alpha male elephants are loners. They don't need another nigga by their side. They don't need a whole crew behind them. They don't need none of that. Alpha male elephants walk on their own, baby. They walk on their own. So it was a alpha male elephant. Just came out of nowhere. That alpha male elephant wasn't with that crew. Wasn't with those elephants. It just was, walking and just so happened it showed up in that area. But it showed up in the area and it saw that there was a baby elephant right there. And he saw that there were carnivores moving in. Now, guess what that elephant did? Guess what that male alpha elephant did? That's not his child. That wasn't his child. But guess what that male elephant did? Walked over to that baby elephant, put his nose around him. You coming with me. Let's go. And them lions or hyenas, whichever one they were, they just looked and was like, shit, and went away. See, when we get like that about our fucking babies, we don't have to worry about the carnivores. You see what I'm saying? When we get like that, and you will see more fortune come your way. This is why black people, adults, aren't happy. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. You can tell I'm happy. You're only happy for a minute. This is why we're not. And I'm to be honest with you, I'm fucking sad. I'm gonna be truthful and honest with you. I exhibit happiness, yes. But I'm sad, man. You know why I'm sad? Because I look at my race when I know that we're better than what we are displaying. You fucking right. I'm saying, how could you be happy in hell? This is hell. Are you kidding me? So when I sit there and I see nature move like that for each other, you have no idea the good fortune that we will have if we was just to be like that when it comes down to our babies, our future generation. You have no idea. And that's where you know when you're reaching to an ascension part. You're not just thinking about yourself. You're not just thinking about you and your immediate household. You see? You're thinking about the entirety of your of the solar system. You're thinking about your race, all places, but more importantly in the realm that you are in, so that way we can change it. So again, I value my people. I appreciate. Oh, hold up. Oh, the clouds are over there. I value my people. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Again, I will tell you that the people that have these stories, star seeds, that be talking about this the language they speak on planet Naknoon. Are you fucking serious? Yo, that's mental illness. I don't care what you tell me. That's mental illness. I want you to know that. The language they speak on this planet is, but you mean to tell me you can't come up with the fact that we are passing down a generational curse because our children are being medically and psychologically evaluated by the fucking same species bloodline that raped and fed them to crocodiles? You got to be kidding me. You found out what the language is about. You found out and can speak the languages of two foreign insectoids on another planet fighting, or on another realm fighting, but you can't figure the shit out right here. Man, star seeds, children, I swear to you, children, the universe be my witness. I apologize for our ignorance. I apologize for our lack of self-discipline. I sincerely apologize to you, star seeds. You are under attack and abuse. All these fucking adults want to talk about they are afraid and they are in abuse. You are being attacked every second of the day because this system won't work unless they get you. This is so sad and disgraceful. I mean, and then you have our own people sometimes. Let me give you all another story before I get off of here. Do y'all not know how they feed this shit to you? Like literally just lies on top of lies. I live in a hood. Well, you're gonna call it the hood, I live in a hood. Guess what? It could be a shooting right there on the corner right now. 2 people get shot, 1 person dead, right? And they'll blow that shit all over national news. Oh, it's the violence and it's the violence. Oh my goodness, look at the violence. Another senseless shooting. Look at the violence. God damn, I can't believe it. Black people, you're out of control. And then get the worst black people on TV. Oh my gosh, I'm afraid to walk to the store. We need help in here. We need better law enforcement. You begging a motherfucker to come in there and abuse your ass. You begging for him. You literally begging for him. Now, this is what's so sick about that, right? And this is how I know you're not dealing with people that actually have a healthy mind. This is what's so sick about that. You will point out a senseless shooting right here. But I want to ask you something, right? How many people, how many women, children, we ain't even got to go with men. How many women and children that Benjamin Netanyahu just killed over the last 2 motherfucking years? Are you kidding me? This motherfucker dropped bombs on hospitals and schools. Are you kidding kidding me? How many women and children have went missing since the Ukraine and Russia war? Are you kidding me, people? How could you fall for this okie doke over and over and over and over? What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? Man, I value you, man. I love y'all, man. Let me get off of here. You know what? I'm crazy. I'm off my rocker. There's something wrong with me. Kalai's had anger issues. He this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Everything's wrong with Kalai. But nothing is wrong with the ones that's continuing to perpetuate this bull crap. Like you learned the language of two species fighting somewhere else. But you ain't learned the language of our children crying out to you. You haven't learned that language. And you know why we haven't learned that language? Because their inner child has been killed in you. Your inner child is dead. That's why you can't see the suffering of a children. Your inner child is dead, is gone. You too much of an adult to actually live life at its fullest potential through childhood. Have an amazing one. Abundance and gratitude to you all.